Baylor's got 13. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. And the rejection by Smith.
He always a talented defender, Smith, staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Baltimore making a switch here.
Make some noise.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Fires, high post. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Robinson.
Assisted
and finished off by Robinson.
Paul George.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Shot from free throw range. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter.
Pass to George. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Brown.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And it's sent back by Mutombo. Pulls up on the elbow. It's hauled in by Paul George.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Larry Keenan.
Keenan's shot is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for Los Angeles, Larry Bird. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Baltimore trails by 4. Johnson goes in. It's hauled in by Brown. Here's Mutombo. Pass to Bowen. Baltimore with the rebound.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Here's Robinson. And it is good! The buzzer! Wow!
Los Angeles.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Baltimore.
Nice job.
38.
Well, it's good to have him.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Los Angeles leads by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Bowen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And that one is off. Outside Tatum. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Bowen. Over Tatum. Can't hit from the elbow. Here's Johnson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Phil Jackson said to the team. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Los Angeles calls timeout. Los Angeles making a switch here. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
And Towns gets it to go.
And the defense has to guard Towns better than this because he is just too gifted a shooter.
And it's George finishing it off.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. And Baltimore leads by 1.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Brown. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one.
2 minutes
Let's
remaining
see
in
if
the
they
game.
have
2
enough
minutes.
in the tank to take the lead here.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 14. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter.
Inside. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
And Brand wide open. He shoots. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Bird outside. Towns up top. Over Duncan. And it's Towns missing. Duncan outside. Here's Johnson. Tries again. Outside for George. And Baltimore calls time here. They trailed by 1. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Ooh, offline. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Tim Duncan. Second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.